You too. It's Pat Brady, you dig? Marvelous Bluntz in the building, you dig what I'm saying? 2023. This is the first episode of Blunt Talk 2023, and I got a special guest. And hold on, before I introduce this guest, like, comment, subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, ASAP Rocky. Y'all check out all the videos, but I have a special guest. I'm talking about special guest. I got Tiff Star in the building.
Y'all.
You dig? Tiff, what's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing much. Surviving the 2020s.
You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Hey, Tiff.
Surviving the 2020s. I'm still here.
Hey, like, hey, that's really how you can put it. You dig what I'm saying? But how you been? How has your 2023 been? You know what I'm saying? So far,
surprisingly cool.
It's been cool.
Surprisingly cool. It's been very mellow. It's kind of scary. It's been so mellow.
Why you say it's scary though?
Good, you know when shit is too mellow, you know that storm come. You know something coming. Something.
It's all right around the corner.
Something right around the corner. I can't get too comfortable.
You can't get too comfortable. Do you feel like since you said the 2020 was wild? Do you feel like this has been the best start to the 2020s so far?
Yeah, for me, I ain't gonna lie to you. The last starts. Nah, they weren't. This has been pretty cool. This has been mellow. I did COVID one New Year's. Couldn't see my kids another New Year's because of COVID. Nah.
Right. Well,
cool.
Can you tell me why it's been mellow though? Can you go into detail or not?
I got boo.
I mean, you can speak on it. I think I may or may not know.
You know. I had a boo. So it's making things a lot easier. And I don't know. I'm gonna say this. Going through especially when the pandemic hit, I really started working on myself. So it's like now I'm at a point where it's like, all right, I'm making this do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Like I got it now. So it's like it's a little easier to manage. Then, like I said, I'm in a really cool relationship. So it's all of that.
Okay. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with relationships. Shout out to relationships. You dig what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing.
Actually, son, my goal for this year, I be talking I want to help somebody get in a successful one. I think I could do that.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Can you speak on that? Could you elaborate on that?
Because everybody, first of all, everybody's so caught up on this gender war shit, which gender matters more and all of that. No, I'm just trying to help bridge the gap. I'm just trying to help everybody see. I want everybody to get out of this social media relationship advice stuff.
Yeah,
that shit is ruining everybody really bad.
No, be real. People nowadays really take their relationship advice directly from the internet. You know what I'm saying? Not from a direct source from the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and run with any goals. You get anybody that's kind of popping. You start having a relationship and they goals. You feel what I'm saying? They goals, or what the way they look at stuff is goals.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is trash. I'm gonna speak on that. Yeah. The internet is definitely warping a lot. I agree.
It's warping. It got people thinking that relationships should go this way and relationships should look this way.
Yeah.
And nobody's realizing, and there's nobody out here giving the message that your relationship should look the way you want it to look, motherfucker. You can't go by the guideline that's on social media. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to go with what works for you and what works in your everyday life. And it's just too many people who is just trying to find the perfect motherfucker instead of finding the perfect person for them.
Well, 2023, y'all, as y'all see, Tiff Star is definitely
I done did my homework.
You know what I'm saying? She definitely coming to 2023 kicking and screaming like, yeah, this how it's gonna be. But Tiff, kind of go in. I mean, I'm gonna kind of go in a little bit too once you say kind of going how our relationship, what is our relationship? You know what I'm saying? How do you know me? And you know what I'm saying? Why you here on this platform right here? How this happened?
That's my good brother.
There we go.
My brother for years. Actually, I stole my little sister friend. That's what happened right there.
That's the fact.
Yeah, Riri was like, I met this guy, is Christian. He's so cool. That's my brother. And when I met him, I was like, yes, this nigga act just like me. I wish I would have grew up with this motherfucker.
You know,
and it's been like that ever since. Like that ever since. From the music, just funning. Went back Stoners of the Year. Back in them days.
Stoners of the year. Before
Stoners of the
smoking was
year.
cool. Before smoking was cool, we outsmoked everybody. Before
Yeah.
it was cool. Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Yep.
Mm.
So that's family right there. 100%.
Facts. The thing people don't know is I don't even know if you know this. I had saw you probably because I met you when we did like around like Club Bounce, but I saw you before that because I got invited to a mixer at Walls in the 10th grade, and you was at the mixer with Tiff. I mean, with Riri.
With Riri, yep.
And that's what actually me and Riri had got cool. Like, cause I remember what y'all had on specifically. Y'all had on I Love DC tie-dye shirts. Y'all both had.
All right, that's the end of the live. Okay.
Everybody, just to let y'all know, at one point in DC, you had to have an I Love DC shirt.
Yes,
We
sir.
took the tour shirts. That's how the internet just changed things. We took the tour shirts. The city took the tour shirts that's supposed to be for the tours and swagged them out. You dig what I'm saying? So that's really my
right. Because I had one that said DC Love I. Of course, me. I'm a like.
You did a different one. You did a different one, man. Y'all don't understand. And what Tiff said, like, this is my sister, man. Like Riri's my sister for real. Like, I have two relationships with my god sisters, two different ones completely. You know what I'm saying? It's literally two complete different relationships. But Tiff, man, like since we was 16, I'm talking about Club Bounce, which is a teen club. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, we was out in the field early. I'm talking about early. All this. Yeah. That's why when you say social media is different, everybody's so stuck to their phone. They don't even know.
Yo, it's crazy. Y'all missing. They missing a lot. You know what I'm saying? You missing real life. You missing real experiences, real fun, real memories. You ain't gonna be able to remember shit, but what happened on your phone? Like that's.
And you delete that when you need memory. You feel what I'm saying? When you, I deleted so much. I was telling my man Tom, I'm like, man, I done deleted so much shit because I had to get a bigger phone. I ain't know really about iCloud. So I deleted so many memories on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Man.
But you wanna know what's the craziest part about that?
Yeah.
A lot of my memories is just strictly up here because, as you know, you've been around me. You know how I go out. When I'm having a good time, I don't think about my phone.
Facts.
Ain't no pictures. You see me in the background of everybody else shit. Like
Facts.
You see me in the background party and having it. When it's really live, I'm not grabbing my phone, bro. I'm not doing that.
Facts.
It make it dry.
It's a different time. Hey, quick shout out to the nieces and nephews, even though they're on punch.
You can hear them?
No. I saw the look.
You about to get some
shout out to Rashad, Riley, and Taylor holding it down. You know what I'm saying? They definitely they're getting older, man. Man, we're getting older, but that's just another story.
We don't have to talk about that off camera.
That's just
because it's bad.
I'm already shocked. So I'm gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna get right into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get right into it. We was talking about DC, man, but we gotta talk about something that's happening with a DC rapper right now. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm not gonna really go too much in. I mean, I'm not really too fond of Cuz, but that's my own personal thing.
Yeah.
With Lil Shy Glizzy, man, the situation with the porn star Sky Bree, she's saying that he kind of pressed up on her. And it's not looking good. The story not sounding good. You had Aunt Glizzy confirming it with
pretty
him,
much.
with him in the story. I don't get that part, but it was him in the story. How do you feel, man, about that situation? Do you feel like that's a more common thing?
And I'm gonna say I feel like it's a common thing for the simple fact, like it's too many people talking without media training. Let's start there. It's too many people talking, just trying to say stuff to get attention. You know what I'm saying? So it's really unfortunate because the other part of it is you could tell it's somebody who really don't know no better. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like it's wow, and then it's like of course the timing of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's not a good thing. And then I'm gonna say this: it's a bigger playing field than I feel like he's aware of.
Right. He is like you feel like he thinking in a box of what he thinks is the clout or the views. Like he don't
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that he thought what he said was going to do, you know what I'm saying, was going to hit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and that's what I mean by it's dangerous when you get into the rants and you get too comfortable in your rant. Yep. Because sometimes you could forget. And once it's live, it's out there. It ain't no backtracking. You could try to clear that shit up, but it ain't none of that. Once you get comfortable ranting live and you say some shit, that shit is said. That's just what it is. So I just feel like it was just the comfortability. Plus, you know, he already getting his little man off trolling for real.
Yeah.
So it's like
low key.
I'm giving the people what they want, but it gets to a point where, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you do too much. I either drink champ Kanye West thing. You know what I'm saying?
He hate himself. He hate himself doing too much.
Kind of like on some Nori shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
You should have left it alone. It was too soon. That's my thing. Too soon.
But even though he said whatever, is it same? Do you think Shy wild? Because I think he wild. I think if that situation is true, I think it's wild. I watched the channel she talked on was No Jumper. You feel me? So I watched that channel. So I'm talking about faithfully. So when I go on the joint and I see that they clipped that, I said, hold up. And then when I'm looking at her, I'm like, first of all, she in the video too. Like she broke down, if you go look at the clip, she broke down everything from the beginning, from the money not being all there. That right there made me say, I'm like, you supposed to be a rapper, bruh. Everybody you on the gram, iced up, moneyed up, and 5,000 was a problem for your pocket, bruh. That's that's fine. Not even trying to shit on cuz. I'm saying like financially, if you can't pay stuff like that, I see negotiating. But if you're on the gram doing one thing and then can't do it in the DMs, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna say, and this is where I get a lot of backlash.
Nah, go, cause we're gonna talk about back. We got some back. Yeah, I'm gonna speak on something later too. Yeah, we're gonna talk about.
So yeah, this is where I get a lot of backlash because I often have the unpopular opinion. Me personally, as a female. Mm-hmm. As a female who do business, I'm not doing shit unless I get my shit up front. I'm not doing nothing unless I get up front. I'm not being in those situations where I'm uncomfortable. Yep. So my question is, baby, how did you end up? You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point were you shot the fucking video?
You shot the video.
I'm not making no excuses for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. Like, one thing, and that's like I said, it's the unpopular opinion. Motherfuckers be mad at me because I go to the root of shit now. I don't have time for all of the specifics and all this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, boo, if it was that fucked up, why was you there?
Why didn't you leave? That's why I said it was 50-50 where I said that's why you heard me say if it did happen. I mean, she did explain it out, but I'm just like, if you saying 1 minute, and because you make a good point, you know what I'm saying? Like, why'd you even do it if you wasn't getting paid? If you saying 1 minute cause it's 5'4" and you wasn't really feeling them, then if you was a short little dude, you should have just stepped off if it really was that bad. But it goes back to what you said about the clout with the internet. She thinking clout too. She like, oh, white girl is popping again. And, he amped her up. She said, he was like, yeah, this going to be big. So,
Yeah, right. And see, and that, like I said, that's where I get the unpopular opinion because I don't have sympathy for shit like that. Similar to the R. Kelly case. I don't have sympathy for shit like that. Like, you thought it was going to be one thing, and then when you got there, it was something else, and now we're supposed to be in an uproar. What the fuck? I got better shit to waste my energy on.
Because you could have just walked away.
Play stupid games, you get stupid prizes.
You did.
I don't know. Me personally, I'm not sticking around. It's giving fishy. Why the fuck?
So I can definitely say, still this situation, you should have, the end, whatever what she said he did or whatever he did, he wild, but at the same time, like you said,
hold on, not to cut you off, but I'm sorry. I hate to go it like this, but in business, when we're not doing personal, we're doing business. If you see a sucker, you lick it. It's a sweet situation. If I could get it ain't even that I don't have it. If I could get away with not paying you, the fuck, I'm not gonna pay you.
She finessed
I could put that 5,000 to something else. Oh, this is a sweet one. She too pressed for the clout.
She's too pressed for the clout.
You gotta look at it from the business aspect. It ain't that a motherfucker ain't got it, probably. We don't know that. Motherfuckers could literally just be, oh, you was sweet. Sorry. Again, I'm used to, say for instance, all right, let's say for instance, I'm shy and I'm used to bitches who get their money up front.
Right.
Oh, I get somebody, I want to do the video. Matter of fact, the bitch on the plane, I ain't paid for nothing. Well, I'ma start now.
So you seen it like more like, hey, he like, hey, she not handling her business correctly on her
Absolutely. Point. In business, when you not on point, you get fucked every time. That's just how it go. It's just how it go. You can't be in your feelings about it. You gotta take your L and move on for the next time. That's just how it go.
Which, goes back to, the clout thing again. Cause you got finesse in the situation you put it. Cause me personally, not saying like that situation, because like I said, I'm not down in that situation either, because it's still messed up situation. She felt, you know what I'm saying, off. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should feel like that. But business L's, definitely, I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like business, especially if you ain't do nothing with them. So it's like, you like, hey, I lost, whatever, I didn't get paid, whatever.
Yeah.
The clout era, like, if you look at, she's right under No Jumper, the dude who run No Jumper. So that's like her mentor. So she probably just told him, and I watched that channel. They're messy. You feel me? They going they're you want to watch some messy reality show type internet stuff? Go watch No Jumper. It's my Zeus. It's everything.
It's my Zeus.
Because it's like a reality show, and I know he brought her in there because he knew that was going to be a story. You know what I'm saying? So you do it for the car. Like you say, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Either way, we don't condone anybody spiking anything at the end of the day.
No, absolutely not.
Not condone that, but like you said.
But if I'm going to be clear, I'm going to bring in the T.I. and Tiny instance. It's kind of like, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? What do you expect? Like I said, going back to the R. Kelly thing, what do you expect? This information started coming out in the 90s. There's no reason why you should be a victim in the 2000s.
What they was on.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? There's no reason why you should be a victim in the 2000s. You get what I'm saying?
Gotta move
like, and you know what time you on. And I say, huh?
She actually took the pill. Like, she took the pill. Like,
me, you already know me. I'm fighting.
You
already know me. You want me to do what?
That would have been an automatic shutdown. It would have been an automatic. Oh yeah,
baby, it'd have been on the shade room. Fight breaks out and Shy Glizzy said, "Fuck is you talking about?" What are you talking about? It's not happening, and that's what I'm saying. It's the cloud. I don't have sympathy for that. I don't have. I'm sorry. I feel like you should set yourself up better.
Y'all, look. This is a female saying this. So, because like I said, hey.
I know how to take accountability. I'm not putting myself in those situations where I'm gonna get fucked up and then be mad when that's the equivalent of inviting a thief to your house and wanting to, oh my God, when they steal from you. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
You said something about Shade Room, and like you said, we're gonna move on from the subject, right? I want to know when you started following Gossip in the City, started following Fee. Because I've been following her for a long time.
You actually put me on the feed.
I did. Oh, I did. Hey, look, y'all. Hey, I'm not trying to look. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't follow Shade Room. I don't follow Shade Room.
Me either.
But Fee, I got put on the feed because of a Will Smith scandal one time, a long time ago, and it was on some. And I was like, damn, I'm like, she kind of got too much information.
Fee is on point.
Y'all, if Fee make a new page, I follow it. I can't lie.
Fee is on point. And I actually like Fee and I like Jason Lee.
You like Jason Lee?
I like Jason Lee.
Tony, what's good? What's good? What it do? Gang.
I like Jason Lee a lot.
I don't follow. I think my gossip people is No Jumper and Gossip in the City, but Phoebe having, I don't know, man. Like, who some of the stuff that Phoebe saying you be knowing months before. You be knowing months before. And it be feeling like like FBI, CIA information. I don't even know.
Right. Like I be talking to people, the information just be coming out. I'm like, I don't know. It was on my timeline. I don't know. How did you miss it?
Well, how do you feel about that with bloggers? Because I'm half and half, because sometimes I'm with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm city boys up and feed comments when some wild shit happening. I can't lie. But sometimes I do think it do come with some negative stuff depending on how you deliver it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like accountability again. You gotta have to have accountability. But sometimes feet get a little messy. I'm talking about janitor messy. She gets messy.
I'm gonna say this.
Oh, look, Lex. Look, hold on, look. Lex just said this feet too messy. No, she gets messy. Lex, she gets messy.
I'm gonna say this. I don't want to call it messy. I'm gonna say this. Blogs can get very biased.
Okay. Yes.
They can get very biased sometimes. And I will say, and I'm actually, me and Renee was just talking about this. I was just telling Renee not too long ago that I missed when it was more, you know what I'm saying, mixed in, like where the comments was blended and the posts were more neutral, because now you could tell people, they done got into it with artists, and it gets very, very biased sometimes.
It's very biased. Because I'll give you an example. When Kwame Brown thing was happening, right? And he was like kind of exposing that. I was riding with Kwame at first, but no funny. I had me and Gilbert Arenas tag team Kwame Brown in Gilbert's comments. It was crazy. That's a memory of 2021, because he tried to play with me, and then I had to tag Gil in. I didn't think Gil was gonna respond, but
he did.
He definitely did, and got super petty, and that's what made Kwame respond to me. I'm like, oh my goodness. But he was going on Matt Barnes, and Matt Barnes, my dog, whatever. But he kind of Kwame gave some little bit of straightening to Matt Barnes, and Fee rocked with him. So she didn't post anything about the stuff he was saying. So I'm like, okay, they do pick and choose what they post, but I guess that's part of the.
And I'll say, for me, it was the Megan Thee Stallion case.
Okay.
Because
why is that?
It was like, okay, you didn't. She to a certain degree, she kind of slandered Meg. You know what I'm saying?
She was going crazy.
It was like,
she's
be more neutral. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a blog. You're still a blog. You know what I'm saying? Be more neutral. You're still a blog.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because you already know how I feel. Well, I don't know. I ain't team no goddamn body. I feel like everybody was drunk and bullshit.
Save that, please. Save that about them, because that's gonna be a topic. But no, talk about Fee though with that.
Oh yeah, I just feel like you could be more biased. I mean, you could be more you know, like, stay how you know what you think, but you ain't gotta go on. Like, she, like, yeah, I say that she do be going on people. I don't know. I think it's funny, so it ain't that bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this. I understand where she be coming from on shit, but my thing be like, damn, son, you a blog.
Like, she completely showed she was literally Team Tory the whole time.
Yeah, real bad. Because she was Team Tory real bad.
I mean, do you feel like she was just going off her opinion? Like she just like off of like, hey, like,
oh, 100%. 100%. I think she just knew what it was, and it probably irritated her. And she was just on some, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what happened, but they gonna play this out because I feel like the same way about academics, because I feel like academics, he knew the story too. He got it from Kylie. He said on his stream, he got it from Kylie part of the story. I mean, he got it from Kendall Jenner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So
I didn't know that.
Son, I was on the streams off the late night, and he definitely was saying when they was at the place, when they was at Kylie place, somebody took something, and Meg popped up with the thing that Kylie had got taken. Whatever was taken from Kylie, Meg popped up with it and was like, "Well, I ain't take it." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was it like jewelry or something?
Right. I'm guessing it was something of Kylie's. That's all academics say. Something to Kylie's, and Kylie kind of played it off, but that was before the pool incident.
Gotcha.
So she said she had. I mean, academics.
That's why they had to go.
It was like already stirred up, and then all of a sudden, you know, Tory coming out like a damn submarine out of the water. He came out like a submarine, but from behind. I never.
All that shit was. That's what I said.
Cause we watch.
Look, do you want to get into it?
You know what? Fuck it. We about to go right into it. We going right into it because I got a lot to say about this. I know Tiff got a lot to say about this because I literally seen her going back and forth with somebody I know.
Really? Oh yeah.
Remy. So look, I'm gonna keep it a beam. Remy, my man, but like I didn't like how he handled it. But let's keep it okay. We're gonna go right into it. Y'all know. Man, the Meg situation, Tory Lane situation, really is Tory Lane situation if we really want to be real. You know what I'm saying? Meg is just more so she was a witness to the case, but Tory got bad and tagged. You know what I'm saying? It was a shock to the internet, probably the world. I mean, I kept it realistic. I said, bruh, innocent, and I'm not saying I'm team whoever, but innocent people get locked up all the time. I'm just letting y'all know that a lot of people in the justice and in the system are innocent. I have a brother right now who is doing charges for something he did not do, literally. And I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm just saying people can be innocent. But the world erupted. Tiff was on it. You know what I'm saying? People was hating that she was just paying attention, to what's going on. But speak on how did you feel about the Tory Lane? We're gonna say the Tory Lane versus Meg case. You can speak on it.
So I'm gonna go back to when the shit first happened.
Okay.
Because this was it was for me. When everything first happened, and I was, you know me, I be on there, I be listening, I love figuring shit out. My favorite game is Clue. That shit is right over there. You know what I'm saying? I like figuring shit out. So once I heard everything in 2020, probably about August, I was like, yeah. What happened with Meg and Kelsey? Why are they beefing? And it was like no one had an answer. No one had nothing for Kelsey. And I was just like, Meg got shot and she was mad at her best friend. And like I said, as a female, there's never gonna be a time where I go out with my bitch and she get into it with her nigga or I get into it with my nigga in some way, somehow. My bitch ain't with me at the hospital. You get what I'm saying?
But also,
it was weird to me. So,
Kelsey didn't go to the hospital.
Meg didn't want her in there.
Oh wow.
Kelsey was also handcuffed before they took Meg straight to the hospital. They had to uncuff her, and I don't know if she went to jail. I'm not going to even go into that, but I know she was handcuffed. Meg wasn't even. They took her straight to the hospital, but when she got to the hospital, she didn't want Kelsey there. But anyway, like the thing that had me was like, what happened between them? What was going on? That's when it started coming out that they apparently was both messing with him. So my thing was for a long time, because it didn't come out. I was like, who was messing with him first? She tried to ride on she was never messing with him. Meg.
She did say that in the interview, right?
She tried to say that she was never messing with him, but it was circulating that they both were messing with him. So I'm like, if they both were messing with him, I need to know who had him first, because that's how I'll know what's going on. I was like, because I got a plot, and I told motherfuckers this in August. I said, I got a plot twist for your ass. It's starting to sound like, I said, Kelsey had more motive. If we think about what happened, Kelsey had the motive. And this is the only reason why when the trial happened, I said, oh yeah, that's what happened. I knew this shit happened back in 2020 before all the evidence came out, before niggas went to jail, when motherfuckers thought I was just making shit up. So for them to go to court and tell the exact same story, the fuck that I guessed, only with specific details, you know what I'm saying? Kind of got me like, this is probably what happened, guys. Because I've been said that. I was like, man, if Kelsey liked the rap, because she came out with her little rap song, I'm like, if Kelsey liked the rap and Meg got put on, why wouldn't she be jealous? If Meg be pulling all the niggas and she just the background girl, why wouldn't? I said, I'm trying to tell you, when it came out, they got the arguing, and I ain't guess a fight, but I said they got the arguing, and I'm pretty sure Meg talked her shit and Kelsey wasn't feeling that shit.
And then it was a fight. Man.
But see, and like I said, when it come out in the with the whole case stuff, the neighbor talking about we actually saw a fight. I'm like, damn, I thought it was just a verbal argument. No, that was that.
And it goes back. We can go back even further to 2020. I'm just thinking about when he was getting locked up. When he got locked up, the verdict. All I could think about, it was like a flashback for me. I had a flashback for him, but it was me. I thought about quarantine radio. I thought about everything. I said, dog, life come at you fast as a mother because, bro, we was just on quarantine radio. The Weeknd was just telling him to put a demon on. You know what I'm saying? He was just telling Tory put a demon on. Then they was going whatever. Then we got to the moment where it happened. And then we got to this. I'm like, bro. And I'm gonna be keeping a buck. Academics has been talking about this on his streams for like 2 years. I've been they got into a tussle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
He been said it low key.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, they got into it. They got into a tussle. And I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You go to, first of all, Meg was all, they said when they was at the joint, when Tory popped about the pool, Kylie was on his line. You feel me? Because she wasn't rocking with Travis. It was kind of like, hey, because you know Tory Lanez pressed Travis Scott before.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's actually
that little motherfucker be going on.
So no, he definitely got the Napoleon syndrome.
Yes, I do, and I ain't gonna lie, that's what went against him in this shit.
So look, he pressed Tory. He talking to Kylie. He like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? She feeling him. Meg exposed her hand that they was doing whatever, and that's what hit Kylie with her little spidey sense. Like, oh, why you tripping off? Cuz you feel me? I think they got into the car, they got into the argument, whatever, got into a tussle, got the car, they got out. I think Meg was getting the best of her. You feel me?
I know she was. Meg is huge. I didn't know Kelsey was so small.
She was hitting her with the minkers, and next thing you know, she said, fuck it. I'm about to just grab the gun. Fuck it.
I'm gonna shoot this up. And this is the no. This is what I told people back in 2020 when everything happened. They was like, what the fuck? Why would a girl go grab the gun? I said, them bitches from Texas.
That's all they do is have guns.
That's all they do. Them bitches is from Texas.
And honestly, I think at the time, to be real with you, and this was a theory I got from another female that you know, it's like you wouldn't think when she said her back was turned, if it was right, which they said, you wouldn't think your best friend shot you.
Oh, I already know how that shit went.
Megan, no way. It's no way my bitch shot at me. It's no way. It had to be him.
That's all it was. And I told people that. Yeah, that's all it was.
It had to be him.
She don't want to believe that.
She didn't want to.
Because I'm gonna tell you what it was. Megan did what she did and she stepped off. Kelsey went in one of their bags because I don't think it was fucking Tory's gun. It was one of theirs. Went in the bag, grabbed that motherfucking shot. One time he went over there and grabbed it on some Napoleon complex shit. Just thinking he's Superman, shot it in the air instead of taking the fucking clip out. Mine in the right place. I just don't know heart in the right place. I just don't know what you were thinking. Because you could have simply just took the clip out and threw that motherfucker. Because ultimately he was trying to unload the gun so he wouldn't have to worry about the gun later. Because if he'd have just got it out of her hand and threw it, then it would have been a tussle later on. You get what I'm saying? But if you empty the clip, okay, that was smart. But the neighborhood you're in, bro, like this isn't a movie for two. Like
it's not. Look.
What do you think this is? And that's why I was like,
he's not street smart, man. That was dumb.
And that's why I was like, so that's why I said I ain't team no motherfucking body. And I do believe that he should appeal just off the strength of it's not right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that Kelsey is definitely the one who went and got the gun with the intent to shoot Meg. Ultimately, y'all locked up the nigga who, let's just say, this is what I told people and no one had shit to say. I said, let's say the story is Tory went out there and he grabbed it. Kelsey really grabbed the gun and this, that, and the third. Let's say Tory would have never got out of the car.
We could have been saying RP, God forbid. You feel
got shot for real. You hear me? Like,
And I saw, you had put your piece on it, and my boy Remy, like I said, I rock with Remy, but he definitely
I love a good debate.
He definitely trying to have a good debate, but he didn't play fair because I don't know, because he I don't know.
He did what the prosecution did. He went the typical emotional route, and I don't have sympathy for that shit.
And I sent him the post and was like, hey. You trying to go back, like kind of trying to like, hey, like I said something about it. He was like, I was like, oh, you going back and forth with Tiff? Oh, nah. And he was like, he came from a house where it was DV, it was domestic violence or whatever. And I'm like, I said, hey, then you spoke on your piece. Then speak on it, speak on your piece, do your piece. But you know what I'm saying, like, I like I said. I'm team nobody, but I know people
I take facts for what they are. I take facts for what they are. And I just feel like I said, ultimately this was Meg's fault, if you ask me, because she was just feeling herself too much and drinking too much.
And she wasn't
doing anything.
She wasn't.
That's all it was.
But look,
because we could say so much stuff, but at the end of the day, you have been doing what you was doing, and you know what I'm saying. Basically, carrying Kelsey like that, because I'm gonna say it, that's what it was. You was treating Kelsey just like a little assistant, little side man, like that wasn't your friend for real, for real. Shorty was starting to feel some type of way, like it all came around. Everybody, all of this shit that everybody was bubbling up, that shit just came to a head one night. That's why I was like, for real, Kelsey, and this is what's wild, because Renee, she was really on the Meg thing, so she knew all of the people she was hanging out with. She knew all of that. I'm talking to her, and I'm like, yeah, the more I listen to this case, it's giving Kelsey knows something about covering shit up and like media training. She know how to talk. I was like, she just know what to do. Renee said, oh, that's what she went to school for. I said, how the fuck would I know that?
Come on, man.
How would I know that?
When you just said that, I said I was just about to say a Tiff, and they some college girls, so you know you know what you're doing, and you know, the whole time she married to somebody that in Meg's old label she beefing with. So it's just some weird stuff going on. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna keep it at this. You know, the verdict was the verdict. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Tory gonna have to do what he had to do, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. Megan Stein, whatever, she got justice for herself. Whatever y'all think, theories y'all think, that's this is what actually happened. But if the facts are the facts and you believe the facts are the facts, stand on that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I feel like Meg didn't get justice for her. I feel like the motherfucker who ultimately wanted to shoot her is still free. That's how I feel. That's why I said I ain't team nobody. It ain't no, oh, Tory ain't do it. Because like I said, the prosecution went about it the wrong way. They went about it the emotional way. We're going to prosecute this man because he shot a black woman instead of trying to figure out who the fuck really shot her.
Man, and we'll leave it at that and just say Rock Nation did it. But listen, that's not, nah, let me not joke that. But man, we talked about the gossip stuff. We talked about everything like that. One thing everybody should know, me and Tiff, we from DC, we said that already. You growing up in DC, being from DC, whatever, what do you think is the state of DC as a city as a whole? You feel what I'm saying? How do you think the city is now from when you was young? You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, talk about DC life just a little bit.
It's horrible now. We need a mayor that gives a fuck.
Heard.
We need a mayor that gives a fuck more about money and how it looks. Like, But that's that. Like what you said, I'll leave that at that. But overall, just how I feel about the city, just in total. I mean, whole, it's like it's nothing for the kids to do for real. You know what I'm saying? Everything is structured to the point, and that's just the government period. But everything is structured to the point where you can't even be in the house to raise your kids. Like the kids that's out here doing wild shit, you can't even blame their fucking parents because their parents probably real life at work.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Trying to make it work.
Yeah, so it's like you can't even say motherfuckers don't give a fuck these days. It's like niggas is really, that's why everybody at their boiling points, because you got parents who really trying. You got kids who pretty much still taking care of themselves. You got, man, the shit, wow. And it's just like, it's nothing for people to do. It's no programs to put these kids into. They not even teaching these motherfuckers the same thing.
Come on, man. Because you got to think about it. Half of the teachers that's teaching in DC are gentrified. They're at the bar at 50-11 bars all weekend. Then they got to go teach some kids, like you said, who parents ain't there. And when we talk about on a higher level, we talk about things. You know, you said about programs. When we was coming up, it was rec centers everywhere. It was always something to do, and you could get into whatever, but it was always something you could do to occupy, to keep you out. But they have made this new gentrified city more about party. They're trying to make it like a party, fun, hip city. And you know, it's killing it. And I talk about this all the time. Working at FedEx, it's the Christmas tree right there at Easter Market or whatever. And on Christmas, they real live decorate the tree. Everybody from the neighborhood come get free donuts and coffee. I'm like, kids in Southeast want that too. You feel what I'm saying? They like Christmas too. So it's just it's a real unbalance. And I'm not blaming anybody, because at the end of the day, people do what they want to do. But I know through our instinct, we give back how we can to the community. You feel me? But if people that's higher up don't, you feel what I'm saying? So all that's left is Mary Browser, big head ass, and she pleasing the people who got the money.
Yeah.
So if you don't got no money, it's like, yeah, like you said, I didn't even think about that. The kid, like you said, with the kids, they gotta basically do it themselves, because you gotta work all day, or you gotta try to keep up with how much that shit costs. And normally they can at least have a rack to go to. They can go to the rack, be down the rack. You know, okay, they down the rec center. You know what I'm saying? They down the recreation center, but they all they do is rap, or you know what I'm saying? They either rap.
No, son, it's the phones.
Oh, you think it's the phones?
All they do is be on the phones. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
They gone.
That's the reason why you can trust them to do anything. They don't do shit. They glued to the phones. You can go to work. You motherfucker be on the phone when you get back.
I don't know, man. The technology, baby, is different, man. They and like you said, they just like head deep in the technology, but like they it's like this girl I know, she said kids are so smart, but they're not street smart anymore, because they so on their phone, they so technology smart, they're not street smart. She was like, yeah, I was taking the bus and the train, I was doing this and that when I was young, and you know, it's not knocking them or anything like that. Hopefully they get there. But yeah, the technology definitely slowing them down.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh, she definitely got the Lidiani, DC, free DC, man. We gonna make it a definite.
Yeah, it's bad.
A definite difference. So this year, do you think you're gonna go anywhere this year? Are you going on any trips this year or anything? You want to travel this year?
Yes, I want to. I definitely want to. Vegas is on my list for this year. My boyfriend want to go for his birthday.
Okay. See, he's never been.
We've never been.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I say something about Vegas? Can I give you some advice?
Please go ahead.
I'll give you some Vegas advice, and it's gonna be clipped too, because Les took me to Vegas for my birthday, and I'm telling you this: Vegas, you have to be ready. It's fast. You turn up quick because it's so accessible. It's so much fun. You like it's like a whole nother world. And then you just like Vegas, you'll be on day 3 and be 0-3 versus Vegas. I'm telling you, the liquor, I don't know what they put in that joint on my birthday. I'm talking about, I felt like it was the 1950s. We at this bar, you can smoke cigarettes in the casino and everywhere. I'm talking about everybody has a cigarette tip.
Cigars too.
Everything. So we pulled out the vape, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because weed is legal there too. So we put in the vape, and I'm drinking the drink. I'm off one drink. I'm like, dog, I felt like I got pill glizzy, because I was in that joint gone. The drinks are strong. You can walk outside and just drink.
Yeah, I do know that.
So we was drinking you'll be drinking all day. You just drinking. So all I can say is pace yourself.
I wish he was here. Justin need to hear that, because
pace yourself. Hey, tell Justin, tell my boy, pace himself. Do not rush in Vegas, because I'm telling you, I was 0-3. I'm talking about me and Lexus we supposed to go see look, don't get it twisted. We did some things, right? We went ATVing and stuff like that.
Right, I saw pictures.
But you don't know the background stories of most of the time, Slim. I'm talking about off the tree. We didn't hit 1J. All we had was vape and gummies. I'm telling you, the lady told us at the place, Planet 13, shout out Planet 13, go there. She said, I mean, to be honest, if y'all don't have a residency, it's still like illegal. You know what I'm saying? You can't smoke outside. I mean, people do. So we was like, all right, we got the vape, got the gummies. Tiff, we were supposed to go to the movies to go see Us or something like that. I was so gone. I woke up, the alarm went off. She's like, you want to go? I was like, nah, I'm gone. I'm drunk. Oh no. Look, she said we got slaughtered, sat us down, We canceled plans. Yep.
Lex, yeah, that sounds like when I was in Miami.
Lex is telling y'all the truth. Set us down. We canceled plans in Vegas.
I'm crying. Yeah, that was me in Miami. I didn't go to Future birthday party because we did way too much before that. I was lit. Yeah. Future and Lil Durk. I was like, I can't make it, bro. I'm tired. We wrote the book that day.
You ain't go to Pluto and Durkio. It was Pluto birthday.
Bro, I would have been on somebody's blog site, passed out in the club, son. I was tired as shit. It would have been embarrassing in a motherfucker, man. I'd have been, it would have been bad.
Hey.
I was tired.
She said exactly the same, Tiff, just with the legal weed, Slim. Wow. No facts. My aunt, when we went to Miami, we went to the Super Bowl, so we was up, but Vegas is that
you went to the Super Bowl, bruh.
Shout out to
we're just not gonna skip over that.
Shout out to Chief Durham. That's Les Favre. Shout out to him. He definitely held it down. We trying to go to Super Bowl Part 2. I'm speaking it out right now. But no, that was an experience too. Like, you really get to see, I really got to see who has money and who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a big difference. Like, in the Super Bowl money world, it's no chains. People don't have chains. Ain't no big. Everybody had busted Gucci's. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was fly. It was just all there. They really spent their money to enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a different thing with the money. We ended up going to the after party. I'm sitting like, if I'm right here, shoulder behind me is the NFL owner, Roger Goodell, sitting next to me. He was sitting with his gang. So shout out to the Super Bowl. But so you want to go to Vegas? I want to go to Vegas, man. I want to go to Chicago. I want to go back to Seattle, because Seattle. You really want to go, really have an experience, go to Seattle.
What is it like? Scenic,
the food like that. The food, Slim, the food torch. The food, like, I had some type of fish, and they really get it from like the ocean, because the last right there, it's like fresh fish. I'm talking about, everybody was nice. You're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Everywhere we went, people was nice, and they'll say, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all dress nice. Like, people was really saying that to us at the hotel, like, y'all dress nice, like those fly shoes or whatever. You will not look like anybody there. The minorities there is Asian people. So I was the only person we saw with dreads. So everybody was kind of like, I was like an alien. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real, but everybody was nice though. And the gas is legal gas. But the gas, I can't even lie. That's the best. That in LA was the best gas I ever smoked in my life.
Well, they right over there with LA, so that makes
LA
sense.
was trash. I don't care what nobody say. LA is trash. They keep amping LA. Only thing good about LA is the weed. That's it. People in LA. No, shout out to LA people, but the people there when we was there, they was real rude. They wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? They was real, like, nobody was like really, like, you know how we is, like, people. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, there in Boston, that's it. And then out of the country somewhere, but I don't know, man. But yeah, man. Hey, you got anything? You got anything on your mind? What you want to talk about? It's blunt talk before we go. You feel what I'm saying? Before we go, I want you to, what's on your mind? Oh, look, she said LA is awful. The food sucked. The food was terrible. The only thing that was good was this taco spot called Del Taco. We went there. We went there twice. So
we went there twice.
That's what all I'm gonna tell you. And it was a fast food restaurant.
I'm really not interested in LA. I was saying LA on some business shit. I'm not interested to visit.
Yeah. You said what I said. I was like, if I lived in the West Coast, I would live in Washington just so I can do business in LA, but not to stay there, because it's bad vibe. It's definitely bad vibes, and you know, like I said, not saying that's every person before they saying we hate LA or something. We're not saying that's every person, but the vibes just wasn't there. But yeah, man, what's going on, man? What's the vibe with you, man? For anything on your mind or no?
No, man, nothing. Nothing really. Like I said, this is really just my breakthrough. I've enjoyed this conversation and all that.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I'm just here. Like after this, I think we're gonna try to watch a movie. I don't know, nigga playing the game. You know how that shit go.
I know exactly how that shit go. Nah, man, big marvelous Bluntz. Welcome to my sister Tiff Star, man. I'm glad she was on here, man. We definitely had a great conversation. She definitely, y'all see, she was she ready to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk, man. That's what we want to do on Marvelous Bluntz, especially on Blunt Talk, is get everybody talking. But we do one thing we're gonna give you. This is a Marvelous Blunt special right here. This is what we do. Give you a lighters up for a guest. So if light us up. You dig what I'm saying? Light us up for Tiff Star. Give your spill, man. Give your socials. You know what I'm saying? Give your spill before we go.
Okay, so I am Tiff Star on IG and Twitter. On Facebook, that's a little more personal, but it's Star Neverson. StarNeverson. And on IG and Twitter, I am Tiff Star. IAMTIFFSTAR.
Hey, shout out to Tiff Star, man. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to Justin, because he's been mentioning this conversation. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to everybody who rocking with Marvelous Bluntz, man. Like I said, big shout out to Tiffany, man. Like, comment, and subscribe to Marvelous Bluntz, man. Blunt Talk episode 4 featuring Tiff Star. Y'all know we gonna clip it up and do it big, man. So yeah, man. Shout out to Tiff. We gone, man.
Hope y'all enjoy.
Hey, where's your